Well, hello, everybody. This is Dr. Troy Dukowitz of the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action to create big-ass results in your life and business. Today's topic is this. Kids, you get an extra minute. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are about 5 days removed from this particular recording, and we had gone up to Wisconsin to visit my nieces and my brother and sister-in-law and in-laws, and had the opportunity to celebrate my niece's 4th birthday. Well, at the end of the day, the kids realized, oh my gosh, we've been inside playing all day. We still want to go sledding. So as it's becoming dark outside, they all put on their snow gear to head on out and go ahead and go sledding. Now, if you've learned anything about yours truly over the course of the last 54 or 53 podcasts, you know that if my kids are going out to do something and play, I am going to be right there with them. I'm going to play myself. And so we all headed outside. It was pretty cold outside, and they're sledding. And it's just a small hill out behind my in-laws, my sister-in-law's house. But it was a fun hill for the kids. They're having a blast. I'm having fun, playing with my boys, playing with the nieces. We're just having a really good time. And so as the night wears on, Watson finally decides he's going to go in. And we're out there, and all of a sudden, everybody wants to get going because we're going to head back over to my father-in-law's house and my mother-in-law's. We're going to hang out there for the night. And so my sister-in-law yells out the window, okay, guys, 10 more minutes, and we're done. Now, always a good thing to do with kids, right? Give them a timeline, give them a warning line instead of just saying, hey, it's time to go. Like, let them know, like, you got 10 minutes, man. You got 5 minutes, man. Like, give them a warning. Give them a 2-minute warning so it's not like you're yanking the rug out from underneath them and going, all right, you're done. Let's get out of here. But you actually give them an opportunity to prepare, hey, we're almost done. And I look at them and I go, you know what, guys? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to set my alarm on my phone, and I'm going to give you an extra minute. They just thought it was the greatest thing in the world. 1 minute. 1 minute. I am going to give you an extra minute. And they were thrilled with that extra minute. So instead of 10 minutes, they got 11 minutes. And we kept playing. And when my alarm went off, everybody was close to being done anyway, but we took that last sled down the hill. And we kind of crashed. It was my fault. So I said, hey, go for another one. And then I pulled them all in the snow, each on their individual sleds. And Wyatt realized he wanted to go one more time, so he ran and slid one more time, and we went inside. Now, what's the point of all this? It's those small things that matter. This was 1 minute. Seemingly, you would hear me say, oh, big deal, you gave the kids 1 more minute, like that really mattered. But to a child, guess what? It did. 1 minute meant that Uncle Troy and Daddy was giving them extra time to play. I wasn't rushing them. I wasn't hurrying them. I was letting them do what kids love to do. Play in the snow, number 1. And number 2, get the extra run in. Where in your life are you so caught up in time where you're not giving yourself the flexibility to take just 1 more minute to do something? Maybe it's with your kids and they're so stern about getting them to bed at a certain time and all they wanted was an extra couple of minutes. Say, oh, you don't know my kids. It takes forever to get them to bed. Yeah, I get it, man. Especially over the Christmas holiday, it can take you an extra hour to get your kids to bed. But what I learned a long time ago is that it's a matter of like, this is time I get to spend with them. They want the extra minute. Yeah, I'll spend an extra minute with you. I'll spend an extra 5 minutes with you. Like, it's something where we go, oh, but we have to, we're on schedule. We have to get going. Oh, we're going to be late. Yeah, I don't like being late for where we're going. I don't like that part. And yes, I get irritated. I'm not talking about those situations where we have an absolute of where we need to be. I'm talking about it was not going to matter if we were 5 minutes late to where we were going. Right? There's a timeline that kids need to learn, absolutely, but this is a moment where it wasn't that big of a deal. But we all make it a bigger deal. No, I said it's time. Let's go. Come on, just 1 more minute. We don't get to play in the snow a lot. And we live in Illinois. In Illinois, there's hardly any snow, at least where I'm from, Midwest. There's hardly any snow. So this opportunity, my kid wants to go sled again, go, have fun. He wants to play at his cousin's 1 extra minute, go, have fun. So where in your life are you so tight and tied up in time that you need to rest, take a breath, and relax? If your kids need an extra minute, you give it to them. You just give it to them. If you're working out and you're supposed to be done in 30 minutes and you just realize you're just spent and your form looks like crap and you're going to end up injuring yourself, instead of making a big deal out of it, give yourself the extra minute. Don't do it at the risk of injury. And you're meditating and maybe you feel like, oh man, I don't feel like 10 minutes today, but I'm going to feel bad if I only do 5 minutes because I committed to 10. Do the 5 minutes and come back and do 5 later. We get so tied up in those types of time constraints, right? These are things that they're not going to have a negative effect on us, right? They're not going to, but there are deadlines that have to be hit. You got to get on time. There are places that you might need to go to meet somebody or be somewhere for a show or commitments that you made with people. Yeah, you be on time. But then there's other areas in our life where we get so tied up in it because our minds are busy, our minds are racing, and they're in that do mode instead of the be mode. I guess ultimately at the end of all this, the question becomes, where in your life do you need to be more in the be mode and not the do mode? That's all I've got for you here today, folks. This has been Dr. Troy Dukowitz. Hey, reminding you, as always, please, if you haven't already, head on over to iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher and subscribe to the Commit and Go podcast. And please, I'd love it if you would share that with people as well. And if you feel so inclined, rate it, review it, and even leave a comment. That would be fabulous as well. And then there's always heading over to commitandgo.com. You head on over there, you're going to find out what we're doing in terms of live programs and even online programs and everything else that's happening in the world of Commit and Go over the course of today and this year and beyond. So go ahead and head over there. Go ahead and opt in, and you're going to get a free download called, oh, it's so cool, man. This is called the Gap Map Protocols. You're going to get a video and a gap map, which is going to help you to get from where you are to where it is that you want to go while helping you to identify the obstacles along the way. Let's nail those targets in 2019. So that's all I've got for you here today. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life, or how about life and business? We'll hear you next time. Bye-bye.